Hello, I'm here today with my April wrap-up. Different location. I'm at my mom's right now. There might be some more background noise than there usually is. My mom's cooking in the kitchen right now, so it's her birthday. On to the books. I read 7 books in April. 3 of them were novels. 1 of them was a collection of short stories, and 3 of them were graphic novels. So I'm going to start with the actual books. The first book that I read in April was The Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, and I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I did not really enjoy the ending because it didn't really feel like it actually ended. It kind of felt more like a beginning of another story, so I didn't really care for that as much, but I did enjoy this a lot more than I did the first 3 books in the Mortal Instruments series. So Infernal Devices for me so far is higher up than the Mortal Instruments. I enjoyed the characters more, I enjoyed the overall story more, but I haven't read books 4 through 6 of the Mortal Instruments yet, so that may change, but 5 out of 5 stars for Clockwork Princess. The next book I read in April was The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis. It's the first book in the Chronicles of Narnia series. It's not the first book that was written, but since he meant for it to be read first, it was the prequel to the whole story. It is the first book that is in this bind-up that I have, which looks so cool. I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. I was hoping to enjoy it more. I hear a lot of people really enjoy this, and I knew that there was going to be some religious themes in it before I went into it, but I didn't realize how much those would bother me. Even though I really enjoyed the majority of the story, it just bothered me too much. The religious themes just bothered me way too much. And there's a trash man. So I only gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. I would like to continue on with the series, but I just don't know when I'm going to bother with picking it back up again. The next book I read in April I actually listened to on audiobook, and that was New Spring by Robert Jordan. This is the prequel novel for the Wheel of Time series. And I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I'm not really sure if this should be read first because it was written like 9 books into the series, but it's the prequel, so it's supposed to be like what began everything. And since I just finished the first book in the series, the official first book in the series, it kind of helped me understand the characters more, but I haven't really decided whether or not to recommend reading this book first, so I'm going to try reading a couple more books and see about that before I decide whether to actually recommend this book first. This is a high fantasy book. Next is the collection of short stories, and that is The Lexical Funk by Daniel Clausen. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. I received this as a prize for a Goodreads giveaway, and I don't know. There was a couple of stories that I really liked. There was a story about a robot, and there was a story about a produce guy, and those were the only 2 that I really enjoyed. There was a couple other ones, and it's just like, nah, they just weren't for me. But it's kind of hard to explain about this book because it's really just a collection of random short stories that have nothing to do with each other. So I can't really explain what this is about other than it's just a very small collection of really short stories. Now on to the graphic novels. The first graphic novel I want to talk about is Sunstone Volume 4, and again I am not going to try saying this author's name because it's really hard to pronounce. This is Volume 4 in the series, and it's about 2 female BDSM partners, and this one is about their relationship, or the fact that they just haven't really talked about their relationship, is what this is about. And this is probably my favorite one so far. I really can't wait for Volume 5 to come out. I really hope it comes out because it was mentioned in Volume 1 or Volume 2. There was a picture shown, but it said that that was something that was going to happen in Volume 5. And I haven't seen anything online about Volume 5 being released, but if it goes with the release dates that there has been in the past, it should be released in the fall. So I'm hoping that there will eventually be information out for Volume 5 because I would totally give this a 5 out of 5 stars. This is the best one so far. The previous ones I gave 4 out of 5 stars. But I really love the series so far. And funny thing, my boyfriend got these because it has sexy times in it, and he thought the artwork was really cool, and he's really enjoyed other stuff that this artist has done, and so he thought I would enjoy it too because he thought, flipping through it, he thought the story was really funny. But now that he started reading it, he's like, this isn't a comic. There's too many words, there's too much story going on. I'm like, yeah, it's a graphic novel. So he's not really liking it as much as he thought he would, but I love it. The next 2 graphic novels I read were The Wicked and the Divine Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I gave each of these a 3 out of 5 stars. I really don't know what to think about this because it's really confusing. They haven't really told you what is going on. And everything is crazy and it's jumping from one thing to the next, and you don't even get over the previous thing before it jumps onto something else, and the end of book 2 is really crazy, and I have no idea. I don't think that I'm going to consciously try to look for book 3. I am not interested in this story enough to actually pay full price for it. Nope. So these are the 7 books that I read in April, and since I'm filming this in June, I do not have a May TBR because I'm getting ready to film my May wrap-up. So that's all I have for this video, and I'll see you next time.